going to be making up a nice simple snack today. What we're going to be making is a puff pastry tart. It's kind of like a pizza in some ways, but instead of using pizza dough for the base, we're going to use puff pastry. Absolutely delicious, so give it a try. Now the first thing I want to do is just go through the ingredients. Now I've got my puff pastry there. That one is ready to go. It's all rolled out. So you take it out of the box, lay it out, and then you've got your puff pastry base. So keeps your life nice and simple. Then I've got some sun-dried tomato paste. So I'm going to spoon some of that over the top of the puff pastry just to give it a wonderful flavour. Then I've got a selection of other things that you might well use on your pizza. Things like black olives, roasted red peppers, some nice ripe tomatoes, and a selection of hams. These are Italian hams, but obviously any hams you like. I've got some dried oregano. We're just going to sprinkle some of that. Mozzarella is going to be the main cheese. This is a fresh mozzarella, so it's like a ball in a liquid. So get rid of the liquid, break bits of the mozzarella off, and it just goes wonderful in this tart. Now, I've also got another cheese there. You haven't got to use it, but this one's called Gruyere. You could use Parmesan. What I'm going to do is, grate some and just sprinkle a little bit over the top of the sun-dried tomato paste. So it'll just give it an extra little flavour. And then finally, I've got one egg. So I'm just going to beat the egg and we're going to brush that around the edge of the tart on the puff pastry. So when it goes in the oven and comes out, it's got a wonderful golden brown colour. So there's all the ingredients I'm going to use. Obviously, if you're making your tart, you can, mix and match with whatever you like. So let's get it all prepared, get it in the oven, get it cooking. So we're going to start off with the puff pastry. Now I've got a baking tin there, shallow baking tin, and I've got this baking paper, like non-stick paper, that you can put in the oven. Now I'm going to use that because I don't want the puff pastry sticking to the tin. Now I've got me ready to go puff pastry there, so let's just open it up. So I'm just going to lay that out. You see it's ready to go. Let's just get that centralised there. That'll do. Now I'm going to run round the edge with one of these pizza rollers, but you could use a blunt knife and just do the same thing if you wanted to. Now I'm just going to run it round just gently, just to give it a little bit of a border. That's it. Don't go in too deep. Just run that round there. Hasn't got to be perfect. There you go, that'll do. Now next of all, I've got me sun-dried tomato paste, so let's just open this up, and I'm just going to start off by putting some dollops. That's it. A little bit more there. Right, let's just spread this out. Hasn't got to be perfect, just spread it out, try and get it nice and even. There you go, that's all ready to go. So now I've got that sun-dried tomato paste all spread over. Now I've got myself a beaten egg there. Now I'm just going to brush that just around the edges really, because when it's in the oven this will help give it a beautiful golden brown colour. So we'll just go all the way around. There you go, that's all done. Now we're going to put that into a preheated oven, so let's take it over to the oven. So I'm just going to put that into a preheated oven. Now I'm going to cook this for about 10, maybe 15 minutes, just until it's slightly puffed up, and then we're going to pull it out again. Now temperature wise, 200 degrees Celsius, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 6. As I say, round about 10, maybe 15 minutes. Now I've been cooking the puff pastry for just over 10 minutes, and it's all puffed up. Have a look at this, beautiful. It smells absolutely gorgeous in this kitchen. Let me just pull this out, show you that. Oh, it's hot though. Look at that, wonderful. Now I'm going to put that on the table, and then we're going to start putting the rest of the ingredients on there. So I've got the puff pastry, and it's all just starting to sag back down again, which is okay because we're going to do that anyway. We're just going to go round, kind of up to where we sort of scored it, and we're just going to press this down like that. I think that should do us. Now, next of all, I've got that Gruyere cheese, or Parmesan if you can use it, or otherwise you haven't got to use the cheese at this point, but I think it just gives a really nice base flavour. Lovely. Then I've got the mozzarella cheese. I've drained off the liquid. Probably not going to use it all. There's probably enough here for two, but just going to kind of lay some bits out here and there. I mean, you can use any cheese you like. You can use cheddar cheese or, you know, your favourite, but I'm going to use mozzarella. Now, I've then got those hams, Italian hams, again, whatever hams you like. And just do it like you would a pizza, really. Kind of just spread it out however you like. Now, I've also got me tomatoes. So again, I've cut these ones in half. They're like fairly small cherry tomatoes. But if you're using bigger tomatoes, you could maybe slice them. And again, use as much of these ingredients as you like. It's your tart. Black olives. That'll do. And then I've got the roasted red peppers. I've kind of sliced those up a little bit. Oh, looking good, looking good. Now I've got that oregano, which I'm just going to sprinkle that. Lovely. Now I'm also going to add some black pepper. And just a little bit of salt. But what I'm going to do is just put the salt a little bit on the tomatoes. Only a little bit. That's it. Now I'm just going to add on those last bits of ham that I've got. That is looking beautiful. There you go, I've got my tart all finished and that is looking wonderful. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that back in the oven, same temperature, so 200 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to carry on cooking for about another 15 to 20 minutes. So get it in the oven and let's finish it off. So I've finished cooking the tart, I've just had a little peek in there and mine is done. Now I actually gave mine 15 minutes, so it had 10 minutes to start with, then we put all the toppings on and we've just cooked for another 15 minutes. So 25 minutes in total. Look at that, that is looking scrummy. Now I'm going to pull that out, put it on the table and then we're going to try some. So I've taken my tart from out the oven. Now the total cook time for this was 25 minutes. So in no time at all, you've got something really scrummy to serve up to all your guests. And you can see where we've put this bit of egg wash around the outside, it's kind of giving that really nice golden brown colour. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh basil to mine. So I've just broken some leaves off, just to give it a bit more colour. And also, I think basil's great on pizzas. I'm just gonna put a little bit more there. There you go. Now I'm going to leave this for about 5 minutes or so, just to settle down a little bit. Then we're going to cut a slice and serve it up. Now I've left mine for about 5 minutes, just to settle down a little bit. So what I'm going to do next is chop it up. Now obviously the pieces you can chop as big as you like. Now I'm just going to use a pizza cutter, run that like that. And I think I'm going to do mine in 6, so go across there. And go along there as well. There you go, 6 really delicious pieces of a puff pastry tart. Now I'm going to serve that up on a plate and try some. Whoa, look at that, beautiful. Now I used, one of these sort of spatulas because it's still a little bit soft at the bottom and I don't want it all kind of breaking away, but if you let it cool down a little bit, you might be able to pick it up. Now let's try some of that and see how it is. Let's just turn that around. Oh, I'm going to get that bit of tomato. Yeah. Let's get it on there. Oh, I'm going to just show you that. Really nice flavours in there. Very delicious. And that ham really comes through, it's beautiful. try a little bit of this puff pastry bit. Because obviously the middle bit, not so puffy because it's had all the ingredients on there, but round the edge, that is going to be really puffy and delicious. That is heavenly. And this is so simple to do, nice and quick, and you've got enough for sort of 4, 6 or 8 people. So, you know, if they got a party or something, make some of this up. They'll love it. Make little smaller slices because then they can pick it up as like finger food. But, oh, I've got to have that last bit here on camera. Wonderful. And if you want, you can always serve out a little bit of rocket. Beautiful. Thanks for watching my videos. I hope you enjoy it. Go and make this one. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you like what I do, please subscribe. All the best, the original Naked Chef.